Good afternoon. I know it's been a long time. I hope all you guys are doing well by God's grace. I felt like it was time that I do a video. Been procrastinating or denying this reality for quite a long time, unfortunately. Just dealing with other things in life and trying to get other projects completed. It's a slew of things, a lot of excuses, and I'm not interested in passing it on to you guys. Well, from the title, you know that this video is pertaining to the Ecoflow Delta Pro Smart Battery, uh, dual voltage hub, solar tracker, and the 400 watt panel for the solar tracker. I actually modified the house. Well, actually, I put a NEMA 1450 plug into the beneath my panel to accommodate the Tesla. Show you guys. Of course, you see Infinite's power wall behind there. So for charging the Tesla, that guy is there. So it's dual purpose because I'm able to use that particular plug, which I'll show you in a minute, to accommodate the EcoFlow dual voltage hub. It allows for me to just go from the hub straight into the Tesla charging NEMA 1450 plug, which backfeeds power from these units right back into the house. Keep in mind, I'm not telling you to do that. This is my solution. I would recommend you get a switch, one of the yeah, so sorry. Like I was saying, I would recommend that you use a transfer switch. This is more suitable for, especially for individuals that don't have electrical experience. I mean, now I'm not a residential electrician or anything of sorts, an electrical engineer by trade, but this allows for people that don't have that expertise to be able to manage high voltage electricity without burning up their house or destroying their equipment. So I would recommend that you find an electrician to install a transfer switch, which prevents you from having any complication. I am versed with dealing with Tesla systems as well as these solar generators, so I went ahead and I built my own male-to-male connector or cable that allowed me to go from my dual voltage hub into my NEMA 1450 plug or jack for my Tesla charger. And that allows me to backfeed. But before I do that, let me let you know, I actually take the grid offline and I take the main breaker for the house offline. I take all the supplement breakers for the Tesla system offline, their transfer box offline. Everything is offline, so the house is completely disconnected from the grid and from any of my other devices, just in case there's a failure. It doesn't destroy anything in my system. And I would recommend for those who are competent with electricity and want to go that route, they do the same. Okay, so before I go any further into this video, I just want to give thanks to God, as we always do. I there's no start for me without Him. I know I gave you guys a little introductory to the video that I'm creating here. However, without God, none of this is possible. I don't care for the haters out there that contradict this statement. They can contradict it until the day they die. I know there's one God, and this God is the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega. There's none greater than Him. There was none before Him, and there won't be any after. That's my reality. And there's millions of other YouTubers out there that do this for money and all that stuff. You can go give attention to them. I could care less because I don't do this for money. I do it because it's just good information to put out. And so whether you like or subscribe, irrelevant to me. This is not for some capital gain or some hidden agenda. I do it because these devices that I'm about to introduce you guys to, I think they're phenomenal, especially for remote location or traveling location or what have you. Something that contrary to being permanently attached to your house, and some modularity that allows you to break it down and segment it however you need it, even share power as you would see fit to do so. So with God, He is everything for me. All I have is because of His capable powers, His capable means, His capable will. I don't have anything without Him. I don't even proclaim that reality. Never will I. He is my beginning and He's my end. He's my creator and my redeemer. Without Him, there's nothing. I would urge you to seek Him. I can't tell you how to find Him. I can't tell you what to do to bring Him into your life. That's something you have to determine by seeking Him first. You seek Him, and He will seek you. I guarantee, and He will find you because He already knows of you, because He is your creator. The only creator you have, not your mother and father, because someone created them, right? And you know that story goes all the way back to the beginning. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and say, God bless all of you. And I pray that all your wills are being satisfied and you're being fulfilled, and that all is well with you and your families. And with that said, I'm going to jump right into this introduction to these Ecoflow units and to the system I have. All right, here we go. All right, guys, well, here we are. So I'll just run through again the list of equipments that I have. I have 2 Delta Pro and 2 Ecoflow Smart Extra batteries for the Pro. As you know, I'm sure most of you already know that this system has 36, actually 36, 3,600 watt output inverter, which I think can go up to, and a surge can go up to 7,000 kilowatts, 7,000 watts. I might not be accurate there, but I know it can go significantly higher than what the actual constant output is, which in this case is 3.6 kilowatts. And the battery, the extra battery, smart battery, has the same capacity as well. So the combinations I have here is 2 Pros, with each Pro having a smart extra battery. And then I have the dual voltage hub, which you see here, right? And these plug into the infinity ports. So that's that, and that's that right there. And it ties them together. So these 2 systems here, 14.2 or 14.4 kilowatts combined of capacity. However, because it's only 2 deltas, it's only 7.2 kilowatt of output. But the capacity is a lot greater because of the additional batteries or the smart extra batteries. But 7.2 kilowatts of output is still substantial. I mean, especially for a backup condition. Generally, you won't be using that. Now, I'll give you guys some insight, and I'll show you guys this another time, but I have been running this house completely. AC, stove, microwave, lights, the whole lot. It was complete backup on this particular system, and I had no problems with it. It ran all night, as a matter of fact. I disabled, like I told you guys earlier, I disabled the Tesla system, batteries. Well, solar, it was night, so solar, all that stuff was all switched off, and it was entirely the Ecoflow system, and no issues. I mean, you couldn't even tell that you were running off of this system, and this system is currently located in my garage. All right, so we won't go into a whole bunch of detail because, again, there's 1,000,001 videos of these out there, but you guys can let me know if you want additional information. But as you can see, currently right now, I'm just charging them up, and what I'm doing is I'm pulling the power from the house, which is currently being supplied by the solar system. So solar generated energy is what's powering these right now. I actually have the 400 watt on the solar tracker, which you guys will see shortly, and that guy is producing its own energy, and I have combination on this one side here, so it should be let's see, 1097 input there. Yeah, we're plugged up to this guy, so that means we're getting low in production on that guy in the back. And I have 1,000 watts from AC, which is coming from the house. This is the 99 plus whatever the solar panel for the Ecoflow is generating. So what I did to be able to remotely turn on, I had a smart switch which I can control those ports or those outlets. And so what I do is when I want to supplement the charging from the solar that's coming from the 400 watt Ecoflow panels, I can just go ahead and turn on those outlets and then adjust how much watts I want going to the Ecoflow via the Ecoflow app. So it gives me a lot of control over how fast or how the synchronization of the charging between the two pros and the two smart batteries. I like to bring them up at the same time and then reconnect them to the house. Okay, so this is a NEMA 1450 plug I told you guys about that I normally connect my Tesla charger to. And so what I did is I built a male to NEMA 1450, and this is their 30 amp plug. Well, not theirs, but this is what they're using. And I got this feed in the house, and it works great. I mean, granted, I haven't done anything over 7,000 watts. I'm not going to do that. I'm just, because this is not for a full house backup on a daily basis like I use a Tesla for. This is for a project that I have going on in the Caribbean for some geodesic domes. And I want to be able to supplement the power being provided to those domes via this solar generation solution, and to augment the lack of power in those times when it occurs down there. The infrastructure for power in the Caribbean isn't all that stable, and then it's exceedingly expensive. I mean, they average like 50 cents per kilowatt there. So with the solar panel, 400 watt, probably going to add a second one to that, and a system. It won't be a comprehensive system. These will be this solution I have on the dual voltage would actually be. These are two systems that got combined, but for the domes that I'm referring to, it would just be one Delta Pro and one smart extra battery. All right, so just so you see. Sorry all the mess, I got all kind of experiments being ran. So you can see that the solar is plugged up to this particular Delta, and then AC it's in conjunction with AC. And this guy right here is just straight AC, which is coming from solar generation, of course, right? So, all right, so it's just straight AC on this guy. All right, with that said, I'm gonna run you guys out. Now I'm gonna say something that's very impressive. I have a bunch of extension cables, solar extension. What is it called again? You guys know the plugs. I can't think of the plugs right now for the for solar. I want to say not MP4, but not MPPT. That's the controller for controlling power. But what are these things called again? But anyway, you guys know. I'm gonna show you what they look like, and you'll know what I'm talking about. Sorry, just got a lot going on in my head right now. But yeah, it's about 80 feet all the way out to the solar tracker and to the panel. And what's super interesting is that it's a 400 watt panel, and I have 80 feet worth of extensions to get out there from the garage. It runs along the entire length of the house. And what's super cool is that I still can average over 350 watts from that one panel after running 80 feet worth of cables. And yes, I'm using the 10 gauge solar extensions, but it's impressive. I mean, I expected a drop. I just didn't think it would be that good. And I'm not talking about 350. I'm talking it's higher than 350 in most instances if it's a clear day. But yeah, it's miraculous. It's amazing actually. It's miraculous how well the energy conveys through or transfers through those cables that great distance without a significant amount of loss. So I'm impressed. All right. With that said, I'm gonna kind of swing you guys, and we're gonna run along the wall here where I have the very first connection to an extension. Sorry, I'm gonna run by the water conditioner here. And we snaked it through the garage door here. And like I said, everything is exterior. No big, no big, no big fancy anything. And get this so you guys can track it as I go. And I snaked it just through there, through our little divider, and for the trash cans. I want you guys to see the comprehensiveness of this length. Anyway, and that's it, just exterior. And these cables are IP67 rated, so no big deal being outside. My biggest concern was when the lawn guy come here with a weed eater, but so far no, I'm willing. Those cables are very robust anyway, so it's all good. I'm not worried about it. And as you can see, that full length, I'll just kind of give you a pan back. All right. All right, and there's the solar tracker and the 400 watt panel by Ecoflow. Both tracker and panel is by Ecoflow. I tell you what, this thing is worth every dime. I jumped in on these systems while they were in Kickstarter mode, so that's when I got involved with the Ecoflow. So I got a little bit of discount on this, but like I said, they didn't give me anything free. This is all my cash, man. And it's because I had an application for this, and I decided to go with this company, and I'm glad I did. I got in on, like I said, the Kickstarter, and it's paid off really well. It's a very impressive system. As you guys know how this works for the most part, it has a built-in battery in the back there that it siphons off a small fraction of what the panel is generating just to keep the battery charged up, but it only uses power when it's moving. Other than that, it's just in a standby mode, and it just tracks the sun from morning. Hey, it just moved. Very minuscule amount, but it moved. I'll kind of give you a sense of alignment to the sun and show you how accurate the alignment is. See, it's right there, and the sensor is right there, and it's at the perfect angle. And I tell you, it keeps the production high as it can possibly be. So yeah, I'm very impressed with this unit and the system. It's very collapsible when you need to pack it away, and it breaks down to a very small footprint. Very impressed with it. Again, I'll state this one more time. This is not paid. I got nothing free from Ecoflow. This is all me. And I just wanted to share this with you guys as a solution for any kind of solar backup or augmentation that you want to implement on your home or a cabin, or some kind of dwelling that you have, whether here in the US or outside the US, that you want to minimize costs, or you might not even have the resources available to you. So anyway, that's the panel. You guys have seen the Ecoflows. The only thing you have yet to see is the house being ran on the system entirely, which I'll do once the batteries are back up to full capacity. I'll put the house back on. I've done it 3 times already, and actually 4 times, and just to do my preliminary testing prior to showing you guys the actual system functioning on that. Well, I think I'm going to call it. It's been a long one. It's 19 minutes into this video. I am not doing a whole bunch of scripts, and I'm not doing any kind of frills and thrills. This is going to be as raw as it's going to be. And whether the world like it or not, I can care less. I'm doing this for you guys, right? So all that nonsense with the booms and the music and all that stuff, that's not me, man. You guys should know that.
I'm all about just straight talk, right? Let's just talk about what we're talking about and then move on. And I know the part about my videos you guys don't like, not you guys, but some of you guys don't like, is the whole God talk, right? But that's me, right? There's, like I said, there's millions of other YouTubers out there. Some speak and some don't. But I'm going to always talk about God because he's first and foremost in my life. And I thank him for all that he's done for me and mine. And he's been nothing but gracious to us. And I'm grateful for all the greatness he's given me and all the things that he's helped me to achieve in my life. And most of all, life, right? He's given that to me without any questions, without any promises from me, without any bothering, without any kind of like agreement on my behalf. He gave it up to me from love, straight love. And what can I say about that, right? That's ultimate. So what I do, I do. And so I just want to thank you guys. If you have any questions about the Ecoflow, feel free to hit me up. If you don't, then so be it. Use what you got and have fun. God bless you all. Do well. Continue to help each other and to walk in his divine path. Love you guys with all my heart, and talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye.